Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Byte and Veeb. Today I'm testing out Need for Speed. Hot pursuit on the Vivo X200 FE, rocking the Dimensity 9300 plus, 12 gigs of RAM, and 512 gigs of storage. I'm running the game through the GameHub emulator, and for controls, I'm using my Xbox Series S controller connected via Bluetooth. The pairing was super smooth, and the response during gameplay felt tight and lag-free, which is a must-have for fast-paced racing like this. Now, here's the thing. I didn't use any cooling during this run. No fan, no cooling pad, just the phone doing all the heavy lifting. And to be fair, it performed surprisingly well for the first 15 to 20 minutes, holding steady frame rates and smooth visuals. But once the temperature started climbing, it hit around 46 degrees Celsius. That's when the thermal throttling kicked in. The FPS began to dip during high-speed pursuits and those wild crash sequences, which was noticeable but not completely game-breaking. Still, shout out to the controller again. It really saved the experience. Compared to touch controls, it just makes everything feel tighter, cleaner, and way more immersive, even with the occasional frame drop. So yeah, if you've got a similar setup and you're planning to emulate something like Hot Pursuit, I highly recommend throwing in a cooling fan to keep temps under control. And absolutely grab a controller if you have one lying around, especially an Xbox Series S controller. It takes gameplay to a whole other level. That's pretty much it for this test. If you want to see a follow-up with a fan setup or have other games you want me to benchmark on this chip, drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like, sub, and share if you're vibing with the content. This is Byte and Vibe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.